Well, here we are in Wormwood Forest, and unknown to the natives, there was an ex-Dalek, by the looks, also known as a compost bin. Householders notified me that they were getting troubled by lots of bees in the area, and after a little bit of digging through the rather dense jungle that was an overgrown wormwood and grapevine, I found a lovely hive. It's a warm day, so we're already outside having a bit of a fan. This time I've got basically all my gear, and that would include my first attempt at a bee vacuum. It's got just enough strength to lift them off the actual plastic there, but we shall see if I need it at all. I've also set up some bare frames for the comb, and I've got a 5-frame newt box which hopefully is big enough. If not, I'll just use what I have. I've got loads more gear with me, including mechanical means of opening the compost bin if I cannot do it by hand. Lots of smoker fuel, which is pine needles at the moment. Smoke has been going nicely for about 10 minutes without my intervention. I'll put it on a metal because it's a warm day. It's about 28 degrees centigrade down here in sunny South Australia. 4th of October, I'm losing my months now, 2014. And this has been my first cutout for quite a while, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll update you as we go, as we progress. There we go, I've cleared a little bit of the wormwood out of the way so I can see it better. It's a warm day, so there's quite a few bearding on the outside. That actually might make my job a little easier. So I'm going to see if I can gently lift them up and pop them in a waiting, bait box that I've got ready for them. Shouldn't need too much smoke. They seem to be quite gentle girls so far. A lot of them clustering outside, so I can just pop them straight in the box. When I tried to lift the lid a couple of days ago, it was absolutely solid, but now it's quite liftable. I think the frame, the comb that was attached might have dropped off in the sun. These are really nice girls. There's so many on the outside, I think I'll leave them there. However, trying to open her up. Oh, yep. As I thought, a lot of the combs dropped off. But there's quite a few girls hanging on here, so I'm going to pop them straight in. 8 loads of mixed honey and brood. I'll bring you in for a closer look. been there a little while. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's plenty on the outside. Shame the compost bin is pretty heavy, otherwise I'd drag the whole thing out. I'll put you back on the stand. Camera's a bit remote, but I can't really get any closer. There's a lot of comb in there. With this warm day, it's also very, very soft. We might have to be a bit crude and cut it in 6s. We've got the so-called honey bucket here. Try and take the weight of this unit. Nice bit of capped honey, and there's a few passengers on there at the moment as well, so I'll try and get them off. A fair bit of uncapped nectar as well. Not rude. It's also attached to a bit of a vine root that comes through the system too. Right, here we go. Just bringing you for another look. That. I will just cut these comb and pop in some ready-made frames, and there's quite a few girls in that box now too. Okay, I've taken those 8 combs out. There's 1 extra on the side here which I need to get to. However, although I've got plenty of scrap wax and some honeycomb, which is nice, I've also found something quite interesting. What I believe are queen cells. There were possibly swarm cells at that. There's loads and loads of drones. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to might open one of them up just to check, see how far they're gone they are. See whether they've got larva or developed queen in them. We'll be with you in a sec. Right, I've transferred the brood comb that I've removed to a full deep. I've picked up the compost bin and it's still pretty bearded, as you can see. I'll have a quick check for the queen, but I'm not sure there is one. However, there's still a few very lost ones over here. So what I can do to gather them up into one pile without getting attacked too much. But these are nice girls, very nice girls indeed. Right, I'm going to try and film on what I'm doing, but there's a lot of wind noise. Basically, through the wormwood here. It's still the internal pile from the compost heap. There's a lot of girls and a lot of drones who consider that home still. However, I've popped a lot of them in there, just shaking them in from the compost and any handy twig. Excuse the wind. So I'm basically transferring them hand by hand, and most of them are staying in there for the moment. Most of it includes what's left on the branches as well. You never know, the queen might be there. Girls are certainly not seeing me as a threat, which is nice. Let's see if they've got a couple of frames. I shall lay them on top here. And see if they'll crawl on there, and then transfer them in. But there's a nice platform there, so I may well just pop the whole new hive on the platform. And hopefully they'll walk in. But they do a nice job of populating that frame at the moment. In a couple of minutes, and as the saying goes, here's one I prepared earlier. Got a few more here. Do them one by one to keep them. I'll update you in a couple of minutes. Okay, just on the final clear up now. I've actually transferred my own hive onto the internal pile of compost. So that's going to be as near as home as it was, within half a metre or so. The girls are all staying put, and more are coming back that have been foraging. I'll put that lid on top and have a good tidy up of the site. A nice haul of rough wax, basically uncapped nectar and a lot of empty drone comb. And in this bucket, a good 3 or 4 kilos of honeycomb, maybe a bit more. Make sure there's a few bees in there possible, and it's very tasty honey indeed. It's lovely. Right, I'm going to clear sight and have a final picture in a little while. Another very successful day. They've adopted the front quite happily. Oh, they're in and out the top as well, but that's going to close up. Come on, girls, out of the way. A few very lost looking girls, but they've done alright. Happy with that lot. Only one tiny sting on the end of my finger, because I crushed one when I was lifting a lid without looking. Note, look before lift. It hurts. Yeah, not too bad with that. Right, and all there is left to show it is a pile of scrub, compost lid with some tiny bits of comb left on board. I've left that for them to gather some stores back off it, and what's left inside the compost bin. There's nothing there much. Not a bad couple of hours. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye. And a final quick note, my smoke has stayed alight all day. First time, happy with that. That's packing the bottom with pine needles, putting some nice blazing hessian in, getting a good smoke in, then packing the top with pine needles, all locally sourced, and very, very, very renewable. You can put it out and go from there. Thank you for watching. Any comments, suggestions, or anything I've done completely wrong, please let me know. I'm only a learning beekeeper. Take care. Bye bye.